Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Railway Empire 2. And today we're going to do another ride along episode. This time we're going to follow the, well, I hope actually two trains I've been setting up. It depends a little bit at time and everything. But the plan is to start with what I call the British Rail Midlands, and that one's basically heading from London to Oxford, Cambridge. You know what? This makes it a lot easier if it wants to open. So London, Cambridge, York, Manchester, Liverpool, Holyhead. In Holyhead we actually depart and start joining the train which is traveling from Dublin to Belfast, Sligo, Galway, Cork and Waterford, or depending at which one is closest, the other way around. Then eventually we will end up in Holyhead again, and at that point I will continue with this train from Holyhead to Swansea to Birmingham to Cambridge and eventually back at London Victoria. That's the plan. However, there is of course research we can unlock, and I still have 500 points required to get the 1870s era unlocked, and after that I can actually start at 1890s. And although I don't know how that's going to work out, because we already lost a year and a half. So let's see, saboteur, cost, reliability. Let's do that one first. That means I don't need that much. Well, I still do need a lot of maintenance on my electric locomotives, but they will be a little bit better. So now let's follow this one. I actually had to add another locomotive to this uh, line because the utility was at 100%. So in regards of that, everything's good. Also means I'm able to transport a lot of passengers, which is also good. And I'm going to follow the train in this stance because if an auction pops up, I certainly don't want to miss it, because my technologies are lacking, as we just saw, and I really want and need to catch up on it. So we're going to enjoy British landscape, and this time I won't be rambling on about my experiences with that, because I did that last episode. Instead, I will simply observe what's going on and comment on that. Of course, while I'm recording this, I have to, well, not I have to, the match between English and French football teams still has to be done. And I don't know. I have no favorite with that. It's a little bit a clash of football styles. So that's one thing. Why are my trains being held up? Well, this one is being held up. That's the Midlands passenger. Now it's moving. Okay. So it's a little bit a clash of styles, although the kick and rush isn't really typical British anymore or English anymore. So I can't say. I thought this one was entering platform 1 and 2. I can't say that. What the heck is going on here? We have problem, Houston. Ah, yeah. So I can't say that favorite one of the teams because of their football style. Plus, both teams have the qualities, the quantities, the good players, the not that good players. Now we're going to have to wait for everything to recalculate again. So in regards of that, the I don't know if I actually have a French team. So in regards of that, I'm like, may the best team win. And which one that is, well, we will see. For me tomorrow, and for everybody else who's watching this, it was 2 days ago. The finals, however, are a different matter. I think I'm one of those people who really would like to see Spain win that game for various reasons. Politics aside, let's just say that over the course of time, the Argentine team hasn't been the one that, I have to put this very politically, but the the way they got the championships, the World Cups, isn't actually pleasing me. I always have some sort of foul taste in my mouth regarding those. The way they managed to get the finals in 78, the way they managed to reach the finals in 86, the way they managed to get the finals 4 years ago, 2022, not the best. And feels to me like they've been cheating a lot to get there. If you get rewarded with the best prize, the highest possible prize in a sports by cheating and getting away with it each and every time, no. So, yeah, my team lost to Spain, final to Spain. My team lost a final to Germany. My team lost a final to Argentina. But out of those three teams, I will support Germany and Spain before Argentina, simply because of what I just said, the way things are done, the way they are reaching the finals. So we will see. Well, for me, 2 days from now, and for everybody else, yesterday. And think I'll keep it like that. I just hope Spain wins, and probably a lot of other people think that too. So, with the exception of a couple of million people from Argentina. But let's just say that their match against England, and especially that bedsheet action afterwards, didn't generate much goodwill. So, with the World Cup done, when everybody's watching this, we have, of course, Tour de France. And I'm cycling a lot. Circumstances force me some stupid. Can I call them stupid? Yeah, I can call them stupid. It's not even dumb. It's stupid decisions I made in my youth are partially the reason for that. But I've always liked that sport, although a certain Mr. Apo kinda ruined that for me too. So I'm curious how that's going, although it looks like it's already a little bit decided. So hopefully I'm wrong with that. We'll see. Now let's see, York. And I've got a lot of stuck trains again. Still. This time. Oh wait, yep, that's why I didn't put it on the first two platforms, because we have to turn around and head to Manchester. So, sports events, yeah. Like I said, Tour de France probably decided. World Cup, well, I've shown my preferences. And fortunately for me, the regular football season is starting again soon. So, at least I can start supporting my own team. And hopefully they're going to do better than last year, although ending up at second place wasn't that bad in our national competition, but being kicked out of Champions League due to the coaches not the smartest decisions is a shame. His priorities were set a little bit too much on national competition and not enough on the European competition, which, like I said, is a shame. So hopefully things will be better next year. Now, Liverpool? Yep. So far so good. Still loading up. So next stop, Holyhead, where we will actually switch trains. It may take a while, depending on how they are. But we're going to cross a very nice big bridge soon. I really do like this view. Although trains still look a little cartoonish compared to Transport Fever. Stop using the whistle when I'm talking. I said I was saying the train look a little bit cartoonish. Look at it, look at that rabbit or hare. But the trains are looking a little bit cartoonish compared to Transport Fever. But in general, the whole map does. Still, I do like the look of everything. Because everything is sort of cartoonish. Should have done this part when we're actually following. Well, never mind. Everything is looking somewhat cartoonish, so it's nice altogether. So, holy head, time to switch. I'm afraid everything is stuck. Well, a lot is stuck. So let's see what's going on here. These two are waiting. You are waiting for passenger counter clock and you are waiting for clockwise. And the reason is you should have been passing. This one is heading to Belfast. Okay. That's a platform. And they don't. And that's basically the problem each and every time. On the station. Heading to Fletcher. But somewhere Walsh, Sligo, Walsh, Connor, Fletcher. But Fletcher, I also want it on the first platforms. Done. Confirm. Then we've got a normal one. Mail, luxury, counter clock. It's always possible that I actually need to remove one. Wants to pass the same tracks. Does it actually? Belfast, Sligo. Okay, so I can move you here. There. Save video. one. Hey, continue. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Recalculating. No. Right. Which means I remove this one. Add new ones. Things may actually start working. Because I just cleared some tracks. However, luxury clockwise number 3. That one's holding things up right now. Add one train. Delete train. Done. Let's see. Okay, that's been released. Hey! What the heck? Great, so I'm going to have this. Okay, nice on the balance, but I don't want to know that. Jeez. That was a complete rail line I shouldn't have. Removed. Should have removed the train instead. Off to Cork. No, you should be off to Dublin. There it is. Well, I'm going to deal with this mess a little bit later. Or maybe not. Let's see. Because right now we do have waiting on him, waiting on him. But you are only supposed to pass through. So I could actually order you to travel there. And to make things easier, the other way, there. Confirm. Cultuur. Ah, yeah, that's. So, Irish Rail Luxury counterclockwise. Let's see what happens while I'm doing this when it comes to that big traffic jam we had earlier. Sometimes ordering a single train to take different tracks helps a lot. Somehow I think this time it doesn't though, but we'll see. So, like I said, big bridge. Look at that view. I like that view. Even zoom in more, but then you start to look at the bottom. So this is the best view we can get. Not the best view. The best view is actually this. That may be a disadvantage the moment I want to keep an eye on the ocean. So we're going to keep this view. First stop, Dublin. Or, in other words, welcome to Ireland. We also have another research free. What? 7 months. So that's 1892 before I'm actually starting to do my 1890s era research. So don't see. Hang on. No. Oxford. Chemical. So that big traffic jam is gone now. Let's hope it stays gone. I think that's one of the important lessons I learned in this game. Not just use the platforms to assign directions to your train, or pathing to your train actually, but also use the waypoints. You absolutely need that combination to keep steady flow going. Otherwise, things go wrong and you will notice on your population. I think we're going to do maintenance here. No, we're not, but we are going to pass through a tunnel. Small one anyway. This is one of the things I actually regret in this game. The moment you put your tracks over a road, the road simply vanishes. Stations, ditto, the road vanishes. And Transport Fever is absolutely better in that regards because the road is remaining there. You can actually build crossings and all of that. Of course, Transport Fever also has road transport, so you do need them. No doubt about that. Where are you heading to? Belfast. Let's put it at 4. That too will increase the flow. Which also means we are in the part with the double name, being Ulster for everything English and Northern Ireland for everything Irish. Hey. Oh, of course, we're not riding along. I was thinking about the horn, but it doesn't work if you're not riding along. Thank you. Somewhere, somehow, none of my trains actually makes their maximum speed. Bit of a shame. So next stop, Sligo. this point of view, what I thought was terrible is actually looking, well, not that bad. Okay, luxury is getting the priorities. Galway, next up. Looks a little bit desolate, actually, and I always was told that island was a lush green island. Well, not so sure. Or maybe the northern part is looking this desolate, and everything else is actually looking better. That's also an option, of course. You never know. I haven't been there. Maybe I should head there at some point. If I look at this part, yeah, you got the lush green, but this is, I don't know, not really attractive. There we are. Galway. After that, we're going to get Cork. So what we hear is really the cargo trains. Outstrips the competition. Which competition? Although, yeah, that's nice. Eat this, Elon Musk. I really may have to check the routes and force trains a little bit more to the outside here, giving my passenger, my luxury passenger and my ordinary passenger trains priorities down the center. Cook. What will be the next? First time since we left here. That's quite well, I think. Doing about 3/4 of your trip before you actually need water. Not bad. If I'm not mistaken, well, no, it isn't. I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, Waterford was one of those stations where we enter and leave again, but it isn't. We're going to cross. I think train surfing on this train is a good idea. I do think it was slowing down again. Maintenance, briefly, very briefly even. So, once again, Dublin. Now I am going to do this. Just because it's so nice to see how trains are going through a tunnel. Let's see how much we actually load up. Well, pretty much a lot for Holyhead. All cars are full. Let's not hope Let's hope we don't get an auction right now. Because even if I do pause the game, the auction continues. On the other hand, this is the view I wanted to share. Both sides. And even now it's not going full speed. So that really makes me wonder how I'm able to get full speed, because when I was laying down the tracks it actually said max. And currently it's not doing maximum speed. It's already starting to slow down now. There's a passenger train. That's a luxury, I think. Is that luxury? Ah, no, it's passenger. So I guess we have to wait a little bit for another luxury train to enter. It's also okay. Eindhoven Supply waiting for him, waiting for him, waiting for those. What is he waiting for? Him. And he is waiting for him. Why do you want to go this way if you're actually planning to head to Frankfurt? Uh, you know what? I keep it like this. Fuel less, because with the highest speed, it will bring in items faster anyway. done. Off to Holyhead again. Counterclockwise number 4. Midlands luxury counterclockwise. That's the one we need to take. Actually left, but that's the one we're going to take. Off the Swansea. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't crash. I think it's going to crash. That's a bummer. Okay, in that case we have a somewhat short episode and I have to do probably work on some points from the last autosave, but we'll see. Oh, right. Well, in that case, for now, thanks for watching everybody, and I do hope you've been enjoying this. And this is also the biggest problem with this game, that at some points it's becoming so CPU heavy that it freezes or it crashes. There's nothing I can do about it, but this is the major disadvantage of this game. So yeah, sorry for that. Anyway, like I said, I hope you've been enjoying the game. I did, at least up to this point, and hopefully the damage isn't that much. I will see later. For now, thanks for watching. Have a good week everybody, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.